So I'm Professor Gerda Fourie, and from 2017, I've been in the privileged situation to receive research funding from SAMAC. So I'm at FABI, which is the Forestry and Agricultural Biotechnology Institute. We are situated and housed at the University of Pretoria. Of course, when we think about biological control, it will be to use either a fungus or a bacteria, or maybe an insect, something like a parasitoid, that can target your pathogenous insects. Now, biological control, we need to understand the value. First of all, it is much more environmentally friendly. We need to start moving away from using chemicals. I think chemicals will always have value in an integrated pest management system, but we also know that a lot of these chemicals are currently under review and will be removed from the market. We need to think about the sustainability in the environment.
I'm Alsha Yubar from the Luvubu Centre for Excellence. Here we farm with nature in a biological way. We believe in the integrated pest management approach. We really try and understand the pest. When we understand the pest, we can manage it better. We are really trying to get a feel for the thresholds, really understanding the thresholds a little bit better. Also understanding the biology of the pest, it helps to predict when they can be around.
Can a biological control product work? But so often our research also focuses on when to apply. For me, always the what and when. And ultimately, we hope to, with this, be able to reduce the impact. And if we can apply or intervene more effectively, so having our timing right, we can also reduce costs for the farmers. We can say that a biological control product can be much more sustainable. Let's say we want to release a parasitoid that can target insect eggs. It's important that you now introducing that parasitoid in the environment where we hope that it can establish and it can continue to sort of generate and survive in that environment. Unfortunately, if you spray chemicals, you are also now knocking your biological population. But we hope to think in the long run, you can actually save costs because you are now buying into the environment and making use of, let's say, fungi or insects in the environment to help keep the populations down. Whereas anything that is a synthetic product, you always need to think it's a once-off, it's going to help you now.
We don't have a lot of chemical active ingredients against stink bugs. Many of those that we do have is already on the restricted use list. That means we're going to have less and less chemicals in future. We have to start making plans and work with nature to combat the stink bug problem. We really try and bring the research to the field by applying the latest technologies to the field, evaluating it and really going out and saying, will this work? And this be tried and tested. Remember that in IPM, we start with prevention and then we monitor and then we control. So you have to prevent the pest numbers from building up, and knowledge is power. So that is why we really need the scouts to gather the information in the right way. With biological control, it's possible to keep the numbers low, but you have to start early. You have to start while the numbers are still very low. That means you have to get in there and scout continuously and regularly, every block, every week. Unfortunately, we don't have a lot of biological control options available, but we are working on that. We are working on parasitoids, different species of parasitoids, Bavaria bassiana, bacillus, anything that can really hamper the stink bugs in a biological way. We are also going to trial a lot of things that FABI has found at the University of Pretoria, which shows promise.
But for me, a research program of success only comes to play if I can say, but whatever we have done, we were able to translate and we were able to really connect and get the grower to really start implementing and do it on a daily basis.
I'm hoping that farmers will benefit from our work in the biological way and also in a way that's sustainable, adding to biodiversity in our orchards and adding to crops that's healthy and yields that's constant and high.